Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Jude, don't be so prude.
take a sad song.
Fuck it up.
And sing it off key.
Sing it all shitty. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just sitting here looking at Giselle.
Dude. Fucking Photoshop bastards.
I think that's from a Playboy shoot.
What's her name? According to my picture you sent me, her name is 80v39.jpg.
Isn't that typical of porn? Hold on a sec.
Fuck. How many numbers are there?
Yeah, I know. Is that our measurement, do you think? Let's see.
39, mother. Damn.
Giselle from Texas. Giselle, Texas. Let me see here.
I'm not mad one bit I opened that attachment. Not mad at that one bit.
What is her name? Let's see here.
But you can totally tell, like, her legs and stomach completely. Yeah. I mean, they look like Stretch Armstrong. Like, they're too smooth. Even the color's fucked. You know?
Yeah. What is her name? I don't. She's Texan. She goes by Giselle. Mm-hmm. And Giselle. Yeah, Giselle. Oh, yeah.
Burn.
Nice. I don't know what her last name is. I can't really tell.
You know what? I miss Name That Game from you and getting, little pictures in my stuff. I think you should bring that section back. Every once in a while.
No, you know what the problem is that I was running out of games. Well, because I just don't know what to choose. You know what I mean? It's like I could just pick random games, but I don't know if they're going to be good sounds or not. So
yeah, true.
It became really hard to create those every week. So I kind of like,
Well, we've had some people submit Name That Games too, which is fun too. So I guess since we're going to throw that out there, if any of you guys want to record some Name That Games and send them our way, contact@allgengamers.com is the email. Record some game sounds, 3 or 4, and then make them MP3 and attach sexy photos to them. That makes me happy, so I get to do that. And then put in a text file the name of the game, because I want to play it too. So put the answers in like a word note or whatever the hell it is. Word document.
Now, you know what I haven't done in a while, and I want to do a special version of it, is a rock talk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have the intro?
Do I have the intro? Do I have the intro?
Do you have it?
Oh, do I? I don't know if I do.
Well, cue that bitch up. Let's do it.
Oh, you want to do it right now?
Let's do it right now.
Oh, right now. Oh, shit. Let's here we go. Shit, here we go.
Metal Jesus rocks. Metal Jesus rock talk. Metal Jesus rocks.
I miss that.
I haven't heard it in forever. Hi, Pete.
Hello.
We're recording our quick little YouTube thing while John comes on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do a quick little rock talk. It's a little bit different than normal here. Specifically, right off the bat, I have to say there's a new Dream Theater album out today.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm going to have to give that a listen.
Yeah. And I bought it this morning, of course. I woke up, stumbled into the computer and bought it first thing. I'm such a geek. I love Dream Theater. But yeah, it's awesome. It's definitely classic Dream Theater. But the thing I want to talk about, though, for Rock Talk, a little bit different. I think I might have mentioned on this podcast before, but I recently ran into it. And that is smart playlists on your iPod, iPad, and iPhone.
Oh, yeah. And it's in iTunes also, yeah.
Yeah, and then also on iTunes on your computer. And the reason why I mentioned this is because I did a road trip down to Portland recently, and take the iPad or iPod or whatever, and you get all excited to load it up with music for the long road trip, and I got to playing around with smart playlists, and they're really powerful. And I didn't realize that your iPod can run them as well. And so I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that I always run into is I always tend to kind of listen to the same music. Like I just have my go-to albums.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one of the really nice things about smart playlists is that you can put in modifiers or parameters in there. So, for instance, what I did is I created a "Not Sick of It" playlist, and essentially what it is I'm going to bring it up right here because I'm looking at it. You can set a parameter in there, so it'll only play music that has not been played in the last 30 days, but you can set that to the last 60 days, 90 days, however long you want.
Oh man.
And it's nice. And so you go there and it basically, it's just completely random, or you can nail it down. So I actually created another one for a specific genre because I always like to listen to kind of my butt rock and hair metal. And so I did the same thing, but then you add another parameter and you tell it the genre. And so you can set it to just play metal, or you can tell it multiple genres. If you have a bunch of music that's in a bunch of different genres, like there's metal, there's rock, maybe a punk and stuff like that. So it'll build these on the fly, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Another
thing you can do is if you're a DJ, is one of the parameters you can set is beats per minute. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think by default it knows what the beats per minute of a song is, but you can set that in the MP3 data for your music. And then you could basically tell it, create a set list, create a smart playlist that is only playing things at, like, say, 140 beats per minute. And so you could basically, like live DJ, just have music that perfectly blends into one song to another.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it came in really handy. And so I created a bunch of these, and it's pretty nice. So
I saw that down there in my iTunes. I thought, smart playlist, what the hell is this? I haven't messed with it yet. So, man, I'm going to have to, I think you can like choose a song and then say, create smart playlist from this song. And it will kind of autofill some genres and types of songs and stuff. Yeah.
So there's also Genius, which is a separate thing. And so if you turn on Genius, what it does is iTunes will analyze your entire catalog of music, and then it does exactly that. So, for instance, it knows that, for instance, like if you play Journey, it'll also play other kind of 70s and 80s music that is similar to Journey that may or may not be within the same genre. So that's actually pretty cool. You can turn that on. The other thing, too, while we're on it, is that I upgraded to iOS 7. And iTunes Radio has a really interesting feature. So now all of your iDevices have this free radio built in.
I love it.
And one of the really interesting things you can do with it is that there's a little slider where by default it'll primarily play hits. So for instance, for me, I went into the 80s hair metal section and I created my own radio station. And by default, it'll mostly play hits. But there's a little slider where you can adjust and say, do you want variety or do you want discovery? So if it's a genre that you know really well and you know all the hits and you don't really want to hear the hits, crank that over to discovery and it digs deep into those albums to play songs you don't typically hear.
Okay, so this is only for music that you own.
No. It's iTunes Radio. So it's actually it's stuff.
So it's like Pandora kind of.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's coming from Apple. It's free and it's on pretty much every. Well, it's on all the iPads and iPhones and stuff like that if you upgrade to it, and also in iTunes. So
they have links up there for you to buy in the iTunes store, add to your wish list, or play more like this. And so it's the thing is like any internet radio streaming, when you play it more and interact with it more, it's going to know more. So it's going to tailor more towards what you want to hear. Hopefully, that's the idea.
Yeah, and it's not as feature rich as Pandora, but I do like it though because it's not quite as random as Pandora. Pandora, sometimes when you try to seed a song and you want to stay within a genre, it'll throw in stuff you don't really want. Sometimes
it really does. It goes south, man. It throws some weird shit in there.
And so this doesn't really do that. It's much more programmed in it. But that's why that little slider is really cool, because sometimes you just don't want to, you're sick of the hits. You want to hear the B-side stuff. And so it's nice that it does that.
I've been using it a lot. For me,
when I use like Pandora or something like that, I find that if I search super like specific for like, say, chiptune music or something, like it repeats a lot of the same songs over and over. So I'll be checking out this iTunes radio thing to see how it does. But do you think it does like really indie kind of stuff, or is it kind of like, I guess it's limited to what they have on their store then, right?
Well, and see, that's the thing that's kind of amazing about it, is that Apple has more music than anybody. I mean, more music is sold in the Apple iTunes store than any other, and it's sold worldwide too. See, that's the thing, is that Pandora and some of these other services, they actually don't even have them in other countries. It's primarily in North America and in Europe, where iTunes is licensed everywhere. And so to answer your question, I'm actually kind of amazed how deep it does go. So, because pretty much if it's sold on iTunes, and it seems like everything is, then there's a radio for it. So for instance, just looking at it right now, on the main featured page, there is a gamer radio right off on the front page here.
Good. Yeah, I'll be checking that out. Now, is there a catch to this though? Do you know? Like, is it just like free music like Pandora, or are there ads between like every couple of songs?
Pretty short ads from what I've heard.
Yeah, it is. So it's free. It's completely free. There's no catch. I mean, Apple wants to, they want to sell you songs. And so that's one of the nice things, is that it's integrated into iTunes really well. I mean, every song that plays, there's a little link there for you to buy that tune if you want, but you don't have to. So
that's nice. I like it.
Yeah. And right now there's not a lot of ads, but at some point there might be more. But you can also go the ad-free route, which is actually cheaper than Pandora. So for $25 a year, you get no ads. Where with Pandora, it's $36 a year, I think.
Hey guys,
what's
going on? Good. What's going on?
How you doing?
Doing well.
Now this has to be iTunes 7, right? Like, it's not going to work on anything but.
Right. So
yeah, you have to upgrade to the newest
iTunes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you just want to do it on your your iPhone or your iPad, you can do that, or on your computer.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that on my computer now. I guess I got to go to iTunes.com or something, because I'm not seeing an update thing on here. I'm on the iTunes store.
We just figured we would record our little YouTube mini episode while we were waiting. So.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So I guess say hi and say bye, everybody.
Hi. Bye.
And allgengamers.com, questions, audio questions, any of that, contact at allgengamers.com is the link. Facebook, allgengamers, Twitter as well. We're on there. So thanks for listening.
All the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We got some Twitch action. Oh, yeah.
Twitching out. We're twerking and twitching.
Oh, jeez. He has arrived. And we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.